Hello everyone, welcome to my question and answer video blog. Alright, let's get started with the first question. Here we have from vVv. What do you do on your life? I'm just a normal high school student that plays match on his most of the time. most of the time. I do like to do pretty much anything that is just hanging out with friends. I actually like sports. Maybe it doesn't look like, but I actually like doing most things that are about sports. I used to be a professional, not professional, but a really competitive extreme biker. Yeah, I got a lot of trophies, medals, and good places overall nationally. What do people in Chile do for entertainment? Well, Chile is not a different country from United States. Chile is actually a country that copies what United States does socially. We copy what you guys do in clothes, in modes, in fashion mostly. I think that Chile just has less things to do overall, but it's pretty much the same thing. Usually what teenagers do is they party really hard on the weekends. Like they drink a lot, they party a lot, they just do normal teenager stuff. Adults like to drink or do just something special, maybe hang out in someone else's house or just pretty standard stuff, nothing out of the normality. How much do you play outside of Wi-Fi? Well, that's completely dependent. Usually, when there's no one to play with, friends or just normal smasher players, I usually play like 2 to 3 hours a day normally with CBUs. Or if I have a friend, maybe I could play like pretty much all the day with my friends and stuff, practicing Metanaididos, Snake, Didicon, etc. Or there are days that I don't play at all because sometimes CPUs get bore me. But I will say that the normal practice session is like 3 hours, 2 hours normally offline. We have a question from Zach. What advice do you have about selecting colors for characters? Well, just the color you like the most. I think if you like black, if you like green, red, blue, just select that color and just pick the color that you like the most. Don't pick a color just because a pro player uses. Just the color you like. That's my only advice. How's Chile? Chile is a really weird country in weather. Sometimes it's really hot. Sometimes it's like, just look at me, like it's really hot at this season. It's really, for example, last week it was really cold. We had to wear like 2 sweaters, 2 shirts, 2 pants, huge boots, everything, because it was so cold. Like seriously, it's a really it rains a lot most of the time. It has extreme weathers. The weathers are extreme. Sometimes it's really hot, sometimes it's really cold, sometimes the streets are covered with water, etc. There is never a decent weather at all. Never, almost never. Favorite genre music? That's a hard one because I usually like songs. I actually like more specific songs rather than bands, but I think that my favorite genre is just rock and roll. Just rock and roll, straight, classic. Sometimes I like metal, sometimes I like I think I like a bit of electro music, a little bit of that. Favorite beverage? It depends. Sometimes my favorite thing is water, just normal water from the kitchen. But I say that my favorite one is Canada Dry Light. We have questions from Moritaka. Your opinion about the students' protests in Chile, not trolling. Well, I think that it's a good movement. I think it's a good movement. Hopefully, students are gonna get something out of this and don't lose the year, because I don't know if some of you may hear about this, but people are having public protests about the how the basically how the education on Chile works, because it's really expensive, and most people in Chile don't have enough money to pay, and several other things that make education overall bad in Chile. So the students are having public protests about solving these problems. So I don't really have an opinion about it, because I'll study at school, so I don't have to live all this. I'll have to live through those problems. But hopefully they don't lose the year and they get what they need, because education is not good. I used to be in that system and it's really bad. So hopefully they get something out of it and we can all benefit in the future. How much do you practice every day? Well, I pretty much answered that question to vVv, but usually Wi-Fi or normal, I think that 3 to 4 hours. That's the normal thing. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Depends on my mood, depends on how I feel that day, depends on a lot of things. But usually 3 to 4 hours, usually. Why do you like Smash Bros. Games? Well, that's pretty simple. I'm just a normal Nintendo fan. I just love Mario, I love Zelda, I love Pokemon. I love all the Nintendo games, so I was like, okay, so I have this fighting game featuring all the characters from Nintendo duking it out on one stage, and stage from Nintendo games. So I was like, okay, so I can play, for example, Mario vs. Zelda on the Kirby stage. Wow, no, I gotta get that game, really, I gotta get the game. It was like simple, it's just a fun game to play. I can use all the characters I like, I can play in the stages I like. It's just fun to play. Nothing more to say, it's just a fun game to play. I can play it how I want, I can play with my friends, I can share experience, laugh a lot, because I laugh a lot while playing Smash. I can experience a lot of things, such as, well, pretty much experience things that are not normal on a normal fighting game, because Smash is a really different game from normal games, like normal games, like Street Fighter or even Virtual Fighter. So I just playing something different with my favorite character from Nintendo. That's the main thing I like from Super Smash. We have a more question from Zach. And what is your opinion on the Meta Knight ban? Well, I think that the Meta Knight ban is something I don't know how to feel about, because okay, if we hear the arguments from the pro ban, it's like, okay, Meta Knight is broken, you can't beat him, he has no bad matchups, he has no bad stages, etc, etc. And then you hear and then you're like, oh yeah, I agree, they are correct, Meta Knight is just broken. And then you hear like the anti-ban side, okay, Meta Knight is not broken, players like Mewtwo can lose, etc, etc. The character is just not broken enough to be banned. And when you hear both sides, you're like, I just can't decide. From my experience, I don't think that Meta Knight should be banned, because I consider other characters such as Falco, Diddy Kong, Pikachu, Ice Climbers to have a really even matchup with Meta Knight. But if the Meta Knight plays well enough, he will most of the time win, if both players play perfectly. But usually that's not the case. So if Ice Climbers play perfectly, they will just power shield every single attack and grab you and kill you and etc. But I think that it's just dependent on the stage. I think that Meta Knight kinda modifies the rules, which is like you can't really have Meta Knight and don't have a ledge grab limit that will be like, okay, I just blank the whole game and win. That's a good reason why Meta Knight should be banned, and we have to add a ledge grab limit. Having a ledge grab limit and kinda like banning Meta Knight from the counter pick stages, which are Rainbow Cruise, Brainstar, because Delfino and Fragile aren't that much of a advantage to Meta Knight, honestly, because some characters actually counter pick Meta Knight to Delfino, or have some gimmick moves that they can use, etc. So it's pretty much dependent of the stage and the rule set. But I don't think that Meta Knight should be banned. I mean, he's not really that hard to beat, because when I actually didn't play with Meta Knight, because I actually played Lucas and Ness back in in 08 and 09 on tournaments. And actually Meta Knight wasn't my problem. Characters like Snake or Ice Climbers were my problems. Okay, I'm Lucas, how do I beat Ice Climbers? I'm like, okay, how do I beat these guys? Was much of a trouble. And I actually consider Ice Climbers to be like, okay, these guys are broken. Not Meta Knight, not Meta Knight. But yeah, it's just about the stages, rules, and how you look at the situation and the characters. So my general opinion is that he should not be banned, because I don't consider him to be broken enough. But that depends if there's a glitch curve limit and how the stage list, alright? Because if we, for example, if we have the MLG's stage list and we don't have a glitch curve limit, okay, let's ban the guy. Let's ban Meta Knight. But if, for example, we're running Apex rule set, he should not be banned. I mean, that's completely normal with the game. What ethnicity girls attracts you the most? Well, I don't know what the word means, I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna skip this question because I'm not that expert in English. But if you actually mean what I like most of the most of the girls, or what I like about girls, well, I kind of like how they look, how the actual body of a girl is. I mean, they are actually a little nice to hang out with. They are nice to talk to. Another like the things I just like the feel of girls itself more than what I have. Just how they look, how they approach certain aspects, how they think. It's just completely different. It's just like meaning something completely different to you, and I like that aspect. Topics the creator. How easy are girls down there? Explain. Well, I'm not a huge expert on girls, but what my friends tell me is that they are just so easy that you can literally get one girl every night without really worrying about what you do. Just dress well, talk some special things, and they are down. That's what my friends say. I don't know if that's true, but hopefully that will be that easy for me. We'll see. Your opinion on me, Choconator, and the face 2 points and I. Well, Choconator, you're a pretty cool guy. I don't have any problems with you. I don't know you that much to be like, okay, Choconator is my best friend or I hate him. No, just you're a cool guy and all that. I don't like that face at all. To be honest, I really hate that face you make all the time. I like more happy face or frowny face. I just don't like that icon at all. Lucilla, why do you play lag? I will quit offline. I had a bad connection like that every game. Well, I play on lag online because United States have the best player in the world, the best players in the world. So it's like, okay, if I want to be the best or actually get better at the game, for example, I have friends to play every time, or my friends aren't just on the level of United States players, and then how do I do it? How do I get better? Well, play Wi-Fi. So yeah, I just have to deal with it. It's just pretty much, I mean, the lag is awful and all that, but if I want to get better, I have to get over those things and just step up my mental game and all that, because I can be really technical on Wi-Fi. Everybody knows that. Just my desire to be better at the game. That's what keeps me from going and dealing with the lag. J-Boss, what do you think of the Meta Knight and Didi matchup? Well, it's a pretty interesting matchup. I think that Meta Knight has the upper hand most of the time. On any neutral, the final destination is 50-45 on Meta Knight advantage. On final destination is 50-50, and the stage is like Frag and Orpheon and just counter picks. Just good counter picks from Meta Knight. It's like a 60-40 matchup at best. It mostly depends on how the Didicon plays. If Didicon plays like Genius, patient, approaches when he has, doesn't approach it when he doesn't. Didicon has a really good chance of taking just about any Meta Knight, because Meta Knight matchup rates are what defines who wins a matchup. It's just the best player wins. It just defines what character has the upper hand most of the time. That's what matchup raters are. For example, one character has a chain grab over someone, he has a big advantage, etc. But mostly it depends on how the Meta Knight player plays. How the Meta Knight, more than the Didicon, because if you're playing a Meta Knight who doesn't know the matchup, it's just really easy to win for almost any Didicon. If the Meta Knight knows what he's doing, he edge guards really well, and he camps when he has to, and he approaches when he has to. It just makes the match really hard for Didicon, really hard, and it just comes down to who's the best player. I think that the matchup is really entertaining for me. I like playing with items a lot, because when I used to be a noob, I played with items all the time back in 2002 and 3 when I started playing Melee. So it's a really entertaining matchup. I think that the matchup is dumb when Bristol and Rainbow Cruise is legal, because Didicon kinda has to deal with two stages that are horrible for him. And yes, because Bristol is a bad stage against Meta Knight. Okay, dude? It's a bad stage. Wi-Fi doesn't count. It just depends on the stage. It's just a good matchup. I like it. Alright, the last video got cut out because my camera stopped working. Hold through. Okay, let's resume this. vVv Chivo Senpai, opinion vVv. Threat comes out, if it's bad I'll fix it. Well, I love vVv Gaming, they are an amazing organization. I love the community, a bunch of smart people, nice people. I don't have any problems with the community at all. I like the people who run the organization, really smart people. They know what they're doing. I like our Brawl division manager. Pretty cool dude. Naro, who do you want to play at Apex 2012? Well, I pretty much want to play every single player. I just kinda want to play every top player. I don't care from where he or she is. I just want to play everyone. But my preferred player will be like Mewtwo, because I just want to see how I will do against him. Just will be like playing the world champion, like how many stocks can I take of him, or maybe win a game. I don't know. I want to find out. It's much worse. Standard Toaster. Who do you use in Melee? I use Fox. I love Fox. I just love it. I love being technical with the character. I love Star Fox, so I use both things to Fox. Could you link us to some of your Melee matches on YouTube, if there are any? Yeah, sure. I'm gonna link some tournament matches below the video on the description of this video, so don't worry. Video. Well then, have you played well with Kirby and Pikachu? Nope, I haven't. I like any character. I like both characters on Melee, Brawl, or 64. I just don't like them. But I don't play them well. Super Smash Bros. Fan. Which Smash game do you like the most? Well, the game I like the most is Melee. I just love Melee. It's just such a fun game to play. Maybe Brawl is fun and all that, but Melee is like twice as fun. Just that. I just like the most. Have a lot of fun with it. Cassandra Nova. What's your favorite Pokemon? Charizard. I love Charizard. Oh my god, I love Charizard. It's so cool. Being like a huge lizard or dragon, shooting flame fireballs, or killing or burning Pokemons with flamethrower and being level 100. Damn it, that's so fun. Just love Charizard. Pepsi or Coke? Coca-Cola all the way. Blondes or brunette? Blondes. I just love blondes. They are my favorite. Red or blue? Red. As you can see, my shorts are red right here. My shoes are red, and I'm using a shirt with a red logo, BD Gaming. Let's give a Nano. How many controllers do you have? Well, I only have one tournament controller, which is this one, which is my wide game controller I'm using since I think March or February. I suck at saying that. Besides from that controller, I have a Wii mode, which I have right there. My Wii mode. Just use to start my Wii, but I don't really use it. How many times have you been champion of Chile? Well, if you mean champion like winning a national, then it's only one time, because I won the national championship this year on January on Santiago. If you mean tournament wins, then that will be 19 times, because I have won 19 tournaments this year, counting singles and doubles. How much do you like Brawl compared to any other activity? Well, I like Brawl a lot. I'm not gonna lie, I like the game. Really, I love the game, because you know, if I want to travel to another country just to play a video game, you can imagine how much I love the game. You travel like 15 hours in a plane to play a video game. That means a lot. Compared to any other activity, well, that's kinda hard. That's quite hard, because it's like comparing something so different. I mean, Brawl is like competitive experience that kinda feels different. It just feels different. You're just there playing amazing players, and you sit down, do your best. Your guy or girl does his or her best, and the best player stays alive. I mean, it sucks. So it just feels different, having the crowd cheering you or booing. Just something different. If I had to compare it to something else, it will be like my experience from being a competitive extreme biker, because I travel around the country for that. I compete in different tournaments. It's the closest experience from there. Or how much do you think you can win Apex 22? Of course, I think I can win Apex. I mean, if I'm going to travel to another country having the mentality that, okay, I'm going to get 2-0 first and second round of pools, and I'm gonna get last place or don't even make it out of pools, then of course that's gonna happen. I have to have the mentality of a winner if I want to win something. Like, okay, if you go and ask Ethan, okay, Ethan, do you think you can win X tournament? He will tell you, yeah, I think I can win the tournament. If you ask me, yo, you think I can win this tournament? Yeah, I think I can win this tournament. Because if you want to win something, you need to have the mentality that you're going to win that. Otherwise, you will lose. You need to have the enough motivation to win and enough confidence on yourself to win something, to make it happen. What do you think about Mewtwo in all? Well, what I think about Mewtwo is just perfection. Perfect player, perfect reactions, perfect technical ability, perfect mind games. He just seems perfect. Every time I watch him play, he's like perfect. People are kinda catching up. I think it's because Mewtwo is not practicing enough, or just kinda retired from the game. But when he was on his prime during the MLG 2010 matches, the guy was just insanely good. I mean, it was like, how is it possible to play this involved, this good? Well, the guy's just amazing. Suko from Chile. In who do you look up when you're playing? Like, who inspires you? Well, I think that two players have inspired me the most. The first one is Ken, because Ken was the world champion, pretty much world champion of Super Smash Bros. Melee, when there wasn't any video or guide or anything you could look up to or study. Like, in this time, you can, for example, if I want to see, for example, a Melee match, I want to study, let's say, at the Peach versus Fox match, I can just search Armada versus Mewtwo Fox, and I just there study the matches, study how they play, and maybe I can get some cool tips and do well at tournament thanks to that. I'm studying, I'm learning, and learn something. But at that time, you didn't even have the opportunity to do that. Matches were rarely saved, to say the least, and you just can't search matches and do all that, and just search for a guide or ask X player how to do this. everything was like secret or new. So Ken that no, not he created every single technique he made, like the Ken combo, this pivot grabs, this touch chases. He did everything. He created everything. So the guy was pure talent. He was amazing. I respect him a lot. He was the best when it was really hard. I mean, I don't want to insult any top player today, but it's easier to be a top player now than before, because in the past there was just no help. It was like playing this on hard mode, and now you can kinda play it on easy mode, because you can study matches, you have more regular tournaments, you have a lot of where to learn. Like you have a school of Smash pretty much. But yeah, the guy was amazing. I just respect him from that. No offense to any top player at the moment. And the second player I respect the most is Mewtwokin, because he's the player I base my style off. No, not very much, but the guy who I look up the most, because he's amazing Meta Knight player. It's like, okay, I want to learn Meta Knight, I'm gonna look up to Mewtwokin. What does Mewtwokin do in X and Y situation? What does Mewtwokin do here and there? The guy is just amazing. The guy is an insanely good player. I always refer to him if I can. Well, there's a point in which when you're getting better, you just need to work on your own things and ask for help when it's needed, because at a high level of play, you can't really like copy what Mewtwokin or Ally or X top player does and hope to do well. You just need to develop your own playstyle and hope to do well. So that's why I'm not basing my style of Mewtwokin anymore since months, like since January. So I just kinda develop my own playstyle and work from there. So yeah, that's all the questions I have today. Thanks for sending the questions to everyone. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. It's gonna be a long video. I'm going to have a pretty funny surprise. I have a good game I had about yesterday. It's in a pretty bad quality, but you can see what's going on in the match pretty well. It's an offline match, me versus Suko, Meta Knight on Smashville. So it's gonna be after this video, at the end. It's gonna be this match after this. Also, follow me on Twitter if you haven't. I'm going to start a new series where I'm going to be uploading a new series called the Play of the Day, or the Best Play of the Day, where I'm going to be uploading the best plays from every day. So for example, let's say I got a 0 to dead string with Meta Knight, I'm gonna upload that. Or if I had like a super crazy DI, I'm gonna upload that. Just general plays from Brawl. Not necessarily have to be Meta Knight or me. Well, for me, they have to be for me, but not for Meta Knight. Just good plays, almost the plays I'm gonna be uploading every day, starting the I don't know when, maybe after Apex, but maybe before. Obviously, I think it will be after Apex, so I can get some good clips and all that. So yeah, that's it for now. Follow me on Twitter. I'm always tweeting about things about video games, videos, things about me, some cool videos, guides, articles. I'm writing a new blog about how to get better before Apex, so make sure to check it out. It's gonna be like on next week, about Wednesday. I want to make something good. Also like my page on Facebook. I just need one like to get my custom URL. So if you can do that, please do it and help me out on that. Well, that's it. Thanks for watching, and coming up now it's the match we talk about. So yeah, thanks for watching everybody, and have a good night. See you everyone. Oh, and also make sure to check out vVv Gaming. They're amazing, and talk to you later, guys.